I was going with the win, but now I'm back and hating more than ever.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
Real Housewives Atlanta Season 12, Nene and Kenya. Before you even click this like, because I already know y'all like, girl, don't be dragging Kenya. I am only getting on Kenya off of the last 5 minutes of this episode. Finally, thank you, Bravo, True Entertainment. All I can think about is that girl doing that booty scoop. What was her name? Ashanti. But finally, we got to the episode of Real Housewives Atlanta with what happened in the pajama party. Was this pillow talk part 2? Finally. And honestly, they did a good job of giving us like 25, 30 minutes of it. I was like, okay, I'm here for it. But the reason why I'm shading Kenya is because of the last 5 minutes of the show when she was talking about Tanya and what's going on with her man and what he allegedly did. It's just like Kenya keeps stirring up everybody's stuff. And girl, you out here shading the girls about relationships, and your man won't even fly to come see you. He out here, he only concerned about your child, which is a good thing, but he don't even see you as the wife. Like, girl, he out here agreeing with Nene, and you out here about to fight Nene, honey. So let's go get into it. So we get back, Dennis is proposing again to Porsha. You know, they doing, I guess they renewing their vows for the lives or whatever, girl, whatever it is. Dennis showed up and he just wants to love on Porsha and apologize, which is funny because Dennis had a story. Somebody was, you know, talking about Dennis was allegedly out at some restaurant in Atlanta with 3 or 4 different women. I don't know, I can't remember what who wrote their article or whatever. I really can't. It just was like a blimp or something on Twitter. But I don't know if I believe it because it was not them and his sources and stuff. And anybody can say they seen Dennis at such stuff. I can say I can see Dennis at Publix while I was out here buying salmon and stuff. But Porsha, they said that Porsha was throwing some shade when she posted something. I was like, Dennis and Porsha are out. I think they out with Tanya and her crew. So I don't see how Dennis was in Atlanta doing whatever. But y'all tell me if y'all saw this story or not. But Dennis and Porsha is cute for them. Candy had me screaming when Candy was talking about some, what did Candy say? You know, yeah, that's good for them. Candy, you are so shady, but it was funny. I hope Dennis and Porsha work it out, do whatever. The girls are tipsy boots. I have an activity called Messy Boots. The girls take the shuttle. They going up to Marlo's home because the way Marlo was acting, it might as well have been Marlo's home. Marlo had the thing decked out. She had her name in the hotel. Marlo is so extra, but I love it. Marlo had her name throughout, like she had the name in the hotel room, like Marlo. Like, just nobody else but Marlo. Marlo, you look good in the confessional. I'm warming you up because, girl, I'm about to drag you on back down. So we get in and the girls is talking. They trying to figure out, Yovonna is there. You can tell everybody is tipsy boots. The only person that was sober was Candy. And that's why Candy was ready to leave because Candy was sober. She didn't have time. Porsha was a little tipsy. Kenya was okay. Marlo was on a whole nother level. Nene, girl, that's why I got my titties out because Nene came out like, Nene came out swinging titties and all. And I'm trying to figure out like, Nene, what? Girl, Nene, you went to a bar and it was not serving no alcohol, girl. You had a bar, girl. You had a bar. You ain't telling me nothing. Like, this episode was giving me pillow talk form for two reasons. Because how Nene was, like she was just all over the place and whatever. And also the fact that I dragged you in this, the whole thing with that. Girl, I'm gonna tell y'all 2 things that we cannot do on Bravo is we cannot be in nobody's closet. Okay, we saw that with Married to Madison and we saw that with Housewives of Atlanta. And we also can't do no more pajama parties, no more, because they never end well. Booze is flying, tits is flying, all types of stuff. Hilarious. So the girls are trying to get down and find out who is the snake. So they tell Yovonna, like, girl, it's already been revealed who is the snake. So everybody said, girl, we gotta get to it. Our girl Eva said, girl, let's get on to it because I got to catch a flight. I got to get out of here. So they tell Yvonna, like, girl, we already know who it is. So, you know, they try to trick her into revealing who is the person that spilled the tea. Well, who is the person who leaked whatever. Now, I am working on the video to talk about this more. outside of this, because I don't want to ruin it for people that watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. I ain't gonna ruin it too much, but there's been some tea going out, somebody to drop some stories and drop some stuff, but I don't want to ruin and spoil, if you can even spoil something like this. I don't want to spoil the episode coming forward, so I will be talking about that in another video of what is going on with Snakegate, because the tea is, ain't no audio, ain't no video. So like I said, they trying to trick Yvonna into saying what's going on. Yvonna's just like, girl, all of y'all is messy. All of y'all is Mexican messy boots. And here come Nene. Nene come in, she swinging her titties, like I said, she swing her titties. She try to get down to it, and you can just kind of tell Nene was just in another zone. She in her own zone, girl. So we asking Nene, okay, girl, who got the recording? Who did it? Yvonna said she didn't do it. Nene saying that Yvonna didn't do it. Candace asking, girl, so is it an audio? Is it a recording? Like, what is it? Nene is saying, oh no, it's not an audio. Like, it's not an audio, because audio would be somebody like recording, going to record it with a recorder. I'm like, Nene, who the hell is this? Like, somebody made a good joke. They said, girl, what is this, the Oscars? Like, you try to make it seem as though there's a difference between mixing music and editing music. Like, girl, it's not that serious. Like, it's not that serious. It's not going to be taken up for a Grammy or whatever. Girl, it's an audio. Even if it's a video, it's still audio, because that's what we're interested in. That's what we are listening to. It was a visual of her doing something like Phaedra was doing, then we would say that the video. But it's audio. Even if it is recorded video style, we are only listening to the audio. And it just ain't making no sense. We're gonna tell you how Bravo works. Bravo, if they would have had something like that, they would have let us listen to it, because they could have played it without us knowing who it is that recorded or who had the tea. So Nene is trying to do whatever, and it's just like not sounding accurate. It's not sounding good at all. It sounded like Nene was telling a story. It sounded like she was making it all up. While this is going on, Cynthia is getting irritated. She has had, her blood pressure is at 1,000, and she is exiting stage left. Okay, come on, Selena Johnson. I ain't never worked for you, bitch. Selena Johnson was dragging the hell out of that woman. Oh my God, so funny. Girl, Cynthia was at 1,000. She popping off because it's just, Cynthia is really going through it, because I know how it feels like, girl, I ain't said nothing bad about you. Everybody thinks I said something bad about you, but me, I might have said something bad about you, but it's not been to the point that it can make me look bad. So it's just like, let's go and get it out. Like, Cynthia been dealing with this for the last couple of episodes. So Marlo, she high, drunk, or whatever, girl, on another level. She talking to Cynthia and just saying, Cynthia, like, girl, you the most insecure person here. She just talking crazy or whatever. And like, girl, you ain't gonna get loud at me in my own place. It's like, Marlo, this is a damn hotel room. This ain't your shit. I got this. Someone's like, well, it's still her hotel room. It wasn't that serious for her to turn up on her. It was not that serious. So Cynthia gets up, like, and just said, girl, you know what? I'm done with it. And I think the insecure comment really sensitive. She was like, girl, I'm done with it, I'm gone. And that's when Nene was trying to stop her from going out. And girl, it was just a bunch of mess. A bunch of mess. Then you got Yovonna going off on Kenya. But then you got Yvonna going off on Porsha. Porsha is like ready. Baby, when I tell you who's on ready tonight, Porsha was ready for Yovonna, girl. Baby, I ain't gonna tell you, y'all know I love Porsha, but I will still read her down. But when Yovonna said, your man, I heard it's the snake. I ain't shit. But baby, when she said that your man, you need to be worried about your man fucking animals. It was funny, and I know it's like Porsha was already tipsy and she was sleepy. When you mix being tipsy and sleepy, it is the worst thing ever. Like, it is bad. It's going down the wrong road. Yvonna was talking her mess. Then you got Cynthia and Nene outside talking. Nene is trying to talk to Cynthia. I'm just like, Nene, if it was that serious, you would have talked to her. This is where I'm going towards, you know, I'm 100% Team Kenya and Team Porsha, because Nene, if it was that serious, if you were that pressed and bothered about everything that was going on, you would have talked to her and said something. You didn't say anything. So when they got back in the room, she was trying to like talk, or she was trying to talk, and it was just like, Kenya was like, girl, you should have said that when you had the floor. Nene did have the floor to talk to Cynthia. She didn't say anything. Like, Nene, I can tell you ain't got no information, girl, because the way you are talking about it, the way you are alluding and getting into it, it's just like, girl, it's not making any sense. Like, the way you stuttering trying to come up with the story and say, it's just, you don't sound like you have a consistent story. Your stuff has changed so much. So I don't think you have anything. So Kenya said, girl, you know, you should have said something when you had the floor. And Nene said, girl, you shut up, Kenya. And Kenya said, no, you shut up. And girl, she pointed that finger the way Kenya pointed that finger at Nene, girl, you would have thought she would have cast a spell on her ass, because Nene, girl, now she in the stress. Sis was mad, she was shook, her titties was ready to bop Kenya ass. It was a lot going on, girl. They started talking like, Kenya was not bothered 1 second by any of that. Kenya was not pressed at all. Nene was out here pulling on the producers because she wanted to go at it with Kenya. And Kenya was like, girl, ain't nobody worried about Nene's stupid ass. Everybody was getting dragged. They was dragging Yvonna. Kenya was over here saying, you that stupid ass blonde. It was a lot. The girls was just reading down. I felt a little bad for Nene because I felt like Nene was just like, she was just mad. She wanted to get at Kenya. And Kenya was just paying her dues. She was like, girl, I'm not worried about Nene Leak's ass and all that other stuff that she was doing. Now, let me back up a little bit, because when Marlo called Cynthia a bald head scallywag, shit is ghetto. This whole episode was ghetto boots, but I loved it. I loved it down. It was hilarious. Here, Yovonna talking mess to Kenya and Porsha, like, it's just, girl, Porsha said, girl, you gotta get her out. I don't want her in this room. Get her out of this room. Get her out. They asking Yvonna, why you even here? She said, girl, ain't none of y'all my friends. Ain't none of y'all my friends. I don't care. I snitch. I do whatever. Like, they trying to see what is the purpose of you bringing up the snake situation in the audio. Yvonna was like, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm a grown woman. I do whatever I want. Girl, Yvonna was being petty as hell. Nene takes Yvonna out and she tries to talk to her. I know I'm all over the place, but this whole episode was all over the place. She trying to tell Yvonna to calm down. And Yvonna, if you don't see that Nene will throw your ass to the curb to be able to get some type of limelight on this show, like, she don't care. Girl, you was already playing Twister on this girl windshield or her car, and she wanted to smack you. She said, girl, if you put on my window, I will cut you out. Like, y'all be out here saying, oh, girl, don't put your hand in my face, it's disrespectful. Girl, you put your whole finger in Yvonna's face when you did that. When you told her to get your hand off the window. It's like, girl, she should have smacked. Like, it's just not it. It's just not it. It's just not making any sense to me. But baby, when Marlo called Cynthia a bald head scallywag, ain't got no hair in the back. Girl, I am screaming. Nene said that she ain't no snitch. But in the next clip saying that Yvonna was the one who got the information. You are a snitch, you're Nene. Like, girl, and you are a user. You are a user, you are a user, you are using this to have a storyline, girl, and I can't wait to go in about you in this next video, girl, because it's a whole bunch of mess. But like I said, I want to spoil it for folks who haven't read the blog and who haven't listened to B. Scott's podcast, but I will be talking about it. So after all of this goes down, like, they sent Yvonna ass home packing. Girl, they sent Yvonna packing like she was damn Farrah. Farrah, what's that girl name? I can't think. But it wasn't Michelle that left the band, it was Farrah. Baby Bravo so shady for showing that clip of, I'm about to call her Farrah. It was, who was that girl Yvonna leaving with them bags? Like, they kicked her out and folks said, oh no, she was leaving with Nene. No, Yvonna came before Nene. She was probably gonna stay the whole trip. But I guarantee you, Porsha and them pulled rank and said, Yvonna needs to leave. She can't be here. She got to go. And they sent Yvonna home, girl. Girl, Yvonna, girl, they kicked you right on out, girl. I guess you won't get your $10 for this episode you in. Girl, that's messed up. So everybody's, you know, seemed to calm down. Oh, girl, let me forget. I almost forgot when when Marlo was talking to Nene. Nene said, you had them folks out here doing, you should have shut up, Marlo. You should have let them talk. Like, you over here worried about my room, and I'm trying to, you out here got us fighting. Marlo said, I ain't got y'all doing shit. Marlo was being so herself, and she said, I ain't got y'all doing shit. Y'all out here got all this mess going on. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But Marlo said she was not gonna be disrespecting in her hotel room that Bravo paid for. Girl, we can understand. We love that for you. So Nene goes to talk to Tanya. She said, girl, look, I know it's Tanya time, but the girls done gave me too much. It's time for me to leave. I am exiting stage left. You look pretty. I'm gone. Tanya said, girl, what happened last night? She said it was a lot going on. And come to find out, Porsha was the one that, you know, kind of kept Nene from like going ballistic on Kenya. Some people are saying that Kenya wasn't ready for Nene and Nene wasn't ready for Kenya, baby. I don't want to say I would like to see it, but baby, that would have been something. Cause I believe Nene got them hands. And I believe that Kenya got them hands too, but Kenya had me screaming when she was talking about ain't no way in the hell. Nene out here talking about me like she ain't on her 10th nose. But the girls are fighting. So Nene is gone, the girls sit down. I think they went to the carnival, everybody's tootsie rolling and doing their little thing and da 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 da. So Marlo thinks it's time for her to apologize to Cynthia. She apologized to Cynthia. She said, girl, I don't know, I was, you know, feeling myself. I would have never said nothing. I've never said that to, like, Marlo, girl, we have seen you use the F word when you was talking to Sheree. You was out here hanging out with them Fs. You never remember anything. You, like, I'm not interested in somebody doing all of that and then turn around and apologizing a day later. Like, you can't keep apologizing and with words. You have to apologize with changed behavior. Marlo, you can't be doing that. The stuff that you said to Cynthia, calling her insecure and all that, that shit was low blows. Like, you were being very petty and very ridiculous, and not one time did Cynthia hit you below the belt. She just said, like, she just said that you wasn't right. She knew you that you didn't train. Now, she was getting crunk. But I don't think that was 50 Cent. I don't know why Nene was talking about saying, y'all about to see the real truth. You know, the real truth was like, no, girl, that wasn't what it was. That wasn't what it was, girl. I think, you know, Cynthia was just over all of that was going on. So Marlo goes from apologizing to Cynthia to saying that Kenya had on a wig. She said, girl, you got on a wig, honey. But Kenya, baby, she showed back that head up in them cameras, girl, because she showed and let them folks see. Kenya said she ain't had no wig on, that's all her hair. She posted up an Instagram video or something on Twitter or something. I don't know where it's from, but she had said this all her hair. She had somebody combing her hair and going through it. That could have been a wig. I mean, you really don't even care. I'm just so tired of talking about long hair, short hair. I have hair, my hair is good. Girl, move all this stuff out the road. It's not even that serious, but Kenya, girl, if it's your hair or not, we really don't care. But Tanya already said that you done left your wig there, honey. She said, girl, I got something on Kenya. So, girl, I can't wait till next episode. Next episode gonna be good too. But we sitting down and Kenya brings up this, how would you feel if someone knew your partner was cheating on you? Would you like to know? For me, hell yes. If you see some shit, you can say something. But I was saying that I think sometimes people do say too much, because I had a friend that, you know, thought they was telling me something, but it really was not nothing. So it's just like, some people might think that something that they would think is inappropriate might not be appropriate to, like, the partners. Like, it's like whatever their partners agreed to and consented to. So, like, I don't know. But, and from what Kenya's saying, yeah, I would like to know, tell me. But Kenya, this is where it's not looking good for you, because you made a comment, you said something about, you know, Tanya's relationship in the confessional, because Tanya said she's not interested in marriage. I'm 100% with Tanya for saying she ain't here for marriage. I think this is a different aspect. Even though we are Real Housewives of Atlanta, I think that it is nothing wrong with Tanya bringing this non-traditional marriage thing, you know, on display. I'm interested in it. I think it's cute. As long as she's happy, that's all that matters. She said, girl, we don't need no, you know, protection of us legally. Like, we both got our stuff. We don't need all of that. So I don't think nothing wrong with it. But I think the pressure of, oh, you need to be married, you need to be do that, it's just so annoying. I feel like Kenya and Candy was kind of placing a little bit of pressure of like, girl, you gonna get married and all that. It's just like Tanya said she's not interested. She said that last year. She said she wasn't interested in the whole marriage thing. She said she's not, so just leave it alone. But y'all think that, a lot of us think that marriage is the end all, and it's not. It should not be the end all. Just like kids ain't the end all. Like, everybody needs to live the life that they want to, not the life that society is pressuring them to live. and it's just not cute. So Kenya, girl, this doesn't look good. You involved in everybody else's relationship, but your man don't want to spend time with you. He ain't even beating your box in. Like, girl, the only box he interested in is a baby box of some new diapers bringing it to your child, and not even being in the home of yours that looks like a damn shoebox. I mean, it's a cute shoebox. It's painted well, but Kenya just does not look cute. You constantly focused on everything but your relationship, and we know you're doing everything you can to make sure you secure for next season, but it's just like, girl, it's looking real thirsty, and it just like ain't looking cute. But next episode gonna be funny. The whole thing with Tanya, her man cheating, and some woman saying that, you know, her husband or fiance, whatever he is this week, was all up on her. Anybody can say that. I can say that such and such was on me. Like, we've seen that time and time. If I don't see no proof, I ain't believing it. I ain't believing that. Somebody saying, oh, but her man was rubbing on me. Like, girl, I ain't interested in hearing that, because everybody be saying that mess. But Tanya said, why can't you worry about me? She be worried about these 3rd-degree burns. I'm finna burn her with this wig, honey. I did see that on Watch What Happens Live. So apparently what was in that bag was a wig and a charger that Kenya had left in Canada. So I was like, why would Kenya ask and say, girl, I need a charger and a wig? Like, she couldn't replace that. Like, girl, I would have said, I said, that shit gone. And it depends on where it was at. But this was a hilarious episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I enjoyed it. I laughed, I cackled, I screamed. Finally, y'all gave it to us. I think we got one more cash trip or whatever. But it don't seem like Nene gonna be on the next episode too. They is really phasing Nene out. And someone made a good point, saying that Nene actually is coming off as like the friend of the show. But tell me what y'all thought about this episode, what y'all think about next episode, and who team are you on? Team Kenya and Porsha, or Team Yvonna, y'all? What's that girl name? And Nene, the two friends of the show. Let me know in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later on tonight. Bye.
Not in courtroom 502. Not today and not any other day.